Hello. I am the slime.
Somehow I forgot to say, but I'm making a small cozy pub based on one of my short videos. Hope you enjoy.
What you'll need is, well, so you can do whatever color scheme you want. But yeah, these are basically the blocks I'll use.
So I forgot the door, but the door again can be whatever door you want. That's fine. But yeah, so basically the whole idea is to just kind of make it cramped. I'm not in the real pub I made. It has a bit of a building coming out of the wall, but it kind of defeats the point of it being a hole in the wall pub because originally I kind of just wanted it one hole, which is the door, and that's it. But then it got too cramped, and I made a big opening to the side. I'm not going to do that because I think it kind of ruins the vibe of the pub. So instead, I'm just going to have it one door. But yeah.
In my world, it's just a mud wall, so I've kind of recreated a similar shape wall. If you want the same wall, it is literally just packed like mud bricks, 4 blocks high, then stairs on the 5th one coming out, and then this is like kind of like the wall, like for the floor, because it's kind of like it's like a cliff, I suppose. And then there's a floor here, but like this is on the level of like this is the stairs. What dash up corner, and then this is the floor. So the floor is like the 6th block up. So in total, what is this? 7 blocks tall, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So that is the wall. Again, obviously you can have whatever wall you want, but if you want the wall that I used, it's literally just a mud wall. Anyway, let's get to building. So yeah, so obviously you've got to keep in mind that the wall is this is the roof, so the roof's actually going to be this tall. So yeah, so basically just to make it as cozy as possible, I kind of either have the chairs like this, and there's literally like this, 2 blocks, and maybe you can have another table here, with depending on the door. Like if I move the wall out, in fact, let's do that. We'll move the wall out a bit, like that, and then we can have another table here, which our trapdoors are gone. There we go. Boom, like that. Table, table, and that's all the table. This would be a wall. For the wall, I like to use especially for this pub, calcite as the main like wall ingredient, if you will, and then sprinkle some white concrete powder. I think that looks really nice. They will go well. They go nicely together. But then at any like corner like this, you put stripped dark oak logs. Do I want to do like that? Yeah, just so it kind of looks like it's being supported. And then, in fact, I might. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. So, I'm not really doing like, block by block tutorial because this is literally my first video. I don't even know what I'm doing. That's the main reason, if I'm honest. But I'm hoping that just by giving like a guide, I suppose, not telling you exactly what to do, just kind of showing you what my thought process is when building, it can help you build something similar. Yeah, so yeah, like literally just a calcite wall, and then here I think I would do like this instead. So it's kind of like, yeah, we'll do like that. So it's like a longer table, maybe for people who are sitting by themselves or whatever. And then like we can put a big pane in here. Yeah, we'll keep it a massive pane. I'll do another one here. I think the best thing to do is just litter the place with paintings. Not overkill like this, that's silly, but like enough. In fact, I think that's a bit silly. I want a 3x3 one. I think that would look nicer. Oh yeah, okay, we'll do that one. That one looks nice. But yeah, I think it really gives the place more character. It makes it look more cozy, I suppose. And I think here we'll bring it out a bit like this, because this can be where the bar is.
Would that be big enough?
How would I make the bar actually? Let me just check what I did for the bar. Okay, in the real build, I just use spruce stairs like this. Well, I'll come back to it in a minute. But Let's build the wall first.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, so, and then we'll just do calcite. And then some light concrete powder to just kind of detail the wall. I'd rather more calcite. Oh, I don't really know. Yeah, just do it randomly, really. Kind of gives it a more natural, like, you know, it doesn't look like I've just placed it in a... the lighting is a bit weird, which has made it a bit strange looking. I'm hoping that once the roof is put in, it'll look nicer. In fact, let's just do the whole wall real quick.
Get out of the way. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, do some slight detailing. It doesn't... You don't need much, you know, concrete powder. It's just so it's not just one just block of calcite, which is actually my favourite block, calcite. It's really nice, I think. I really like using it on walls, ceilings, floors, basically anything really. Especially with this, like, you know, the spruce, dark oak kind of vibe. While I'm looking at the ceiling, actually, I will... This is how I go about making most of my roofs, or most of my ceilings in my world. Is just alternate between slabs and the log. In the pub that I showed in the video, the slabs are bigger, like the gap. So it's like this, which might actually look nicer in this pub actually because of how skinny it is. So we do a 2 block gap. So we got dark oak strip log, dark oak slabs, dark oak strip log again, all the way down, and then again we'll do slabs. And then here, only because my OCD will tell me off, I say, oh, you know, I'll tell myself off. I'm going to do a log here, because here looks like it's 1, 1, 1, 1. Obviously here is 1, 2, 1. But you can't really tell. Plus there's logs here, so I'll get angry with myself if I don't do it like that. But yeah, again we'll do 2 log. I'm going to extend this so it's not 1. There we go, like this. Like that, so we can do this, and that will still be a 2 block gap of slabs. Yeah, there we go. That's the roof. So now you can see, like, it's a very small, cozy pub. The whole point of it is to be packed. Like, it's not too packed that it's like impossible to move around, but packed enough that you can tell it's like, you know, it's lively. People live here, not live here, but, you know, definitely come here a lot. And it's like a nice local pub. It's not just some, you know, spoons. We'll do a big table here. You can obviously, if you have a nicer table design you prefer, I like using the trapdoors, but it does get a bit repetitive with like using the trapdoors for the table and then using it at the bar. But it depends how you do it. I guess it can like sit, you know, stay in a theme, I suppose, rather than, yeah. But if you rather, you know, have a better table design you'd rather use, obviously use that. I'm not saying to copy everything I do, unless of course you want to. I'm not going to complain. Oh, my painting's gone. How strange. Oh, because I put the block there. Now it can be we get a nicer one. Yeah, we'll do that one. Yeah, so while we're here, we might as well detail the walls. Does it look... No, I think that looks good. I want some 2x2 ones here, though. And another one here. Yeah. We'll do a table like this. And then I'm thinking just yeah, we'll do another one like this, man. And here is going to be the bar. So in my world, I did it like this. I'll show you what I did. I did it like this. But I also have found with the shelves, it's nicer to do. Actually, where do we keep that?
Keep it as it is. No, like this. What is going on?
And then like this. But again, it makes it a bit too squashed, and it also removes the block here. But yeah, it depends how you want it. It depends how big you're making it, how small you're making it. But I think we're gonna. Oh, I've just broken it again. In this one, we're gonna do this. Just so it's as close to the original as possible. While we're here, actually, we might as well fill in this wall like that. The room is still quite light because obviously the slab's letting in the lights. We'll sort that and then we'll put the lanterns in. But we'll go put the door for the pub. So this is going to be the bar. I just literally just put like these like the taps. Oh, do you want to, beer on tap? Boom. That's what this is. And also we're going to put the little side area where all the barrels are kept in here. So that's where this is going to be. I'll do that in a bit. But that will be a different design. I usually just make it with like wooden walls or like just darker walls. Just so it looks more dark in there. Like, like a wine cellar is like darker. Mainly because that's cellars. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So here is what I need scaffolding. So this is quite a simple design. I'm sure you've seen it 1,000 times. Where is the scaffolding? I'll have to search it. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen it 1,000 times, but it's simply just scaffolding, barrel. Oh my gosh. And a tripwire. And it looks like a keg on like a stand. Also, I need the other shelves, the oak shelves, because they look nicer than the spruce ones. And just have them cross like this. And then I'm just going to put a bunch of potions, kind of looks like different bottles of like alcohol, I suppose. We're also going to put another little bar thing, because I don't like all of them being on scaffolding. I like this. And then, again, having this tripwire like that. I know, I just think having them all on scaffolding looks a bit silly. I'll show you what I mean. Like, it doesn't look too bad, but I don't know. Maybe it's I'm being silly. But I also like putting a bit of a chests, like, kind of look like, I don't know, they put the money in the chests, just to have somewhere to put it. And then usually I do put one on the bar like that. Maybe it's like a tip, not like a tip jar, but like kind of like a till, I suppose. But it's just a chest. But yeah, that's usually how I go. I'll put another scaffolding keg here, actually. Like that. Yeah, that's good. And then up here we'll do some paintings like that. Oh no, that needs to be different. Yeah, we'll do that one. And then we'll do another one here. And then we'll get a 3x3 one here. Yeah, like that. Okay. And then we'll just put some more chairs. Oh, that's annoying.
That is annoying. Oh, I don't know why to do that. We could just pretend it doesn't do that. Oh, that's really annoying. Ah.
Well, we'll put chairs at the bar like this, kind of like bar stools. Maybe we'll do slabs actually, like very short bar stools, like that. There we go. Or does the stairs have well, yeah, whichever one you prefer. I'm gonna go over the stairs. Obviously, it's your build, so you can go which one, whatever you prefer more. But yeah, as you see, it's very small, and it's crowded, but I think it's nice. I think I like these little cozy ones. I've built so many in my world, not like all hole in the walls, but like all the pubs that I've built, minus the most recent video I've done, the castle one, they're all really cramped. There's one that's like 3 stories tall and it's just like tiny. I really like that one. That was really good. Really, it's fun. I think they're fun. They look more, like I say, like a local pub. Um, I don't know if I should keep doing the big photos. I'm gonna do 2 skinny ones, you know, the 2 by 1, yeah, like that. Yeah, like that. That's good. And also, before I forget, actually, we'll do it right at the door this time. In my other one, we can get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. In my world, in the video I showed, I have a totem pole made out of copper golems, which get, you know, more oxidized the higher it goes up, which I really like. I think it's the only build in my world that has this. Yeah, they look best just stood up. But no, I was just messing around when I was building it. I thought this looks really fun. It looks silly. So yeah, it kind of just adds more character to the whole pub. But yeah, this is more or less the same pub. Obviously, it's different shape. It doesn't have the building part of the pub. It just has the cozy. And you know, from afar, you'd have no idea it's there. It's a bit lazy. There's no exterior. It's just a wall. But if you wanted to add windows, of course you could. Um, I I think it doesn't look as good with windows because you now know there's something there. I like the fact that it's hidden, but of course in your world you might not want it to be hidden. You might want it to be more of a not in a wall, of course, and just a cozy skinny pub, whichever one you decide is your world. But yeah, so that is more or less the actual pub part. I'm just gonna cut the video, put in the floor up there, and then I'll put some lanterns in as well. So I've done everything now. I've put a floor on the roof. So you know, this imagine like it's like a path, blah blah blah. However far you want to go. There's maybe just some houses here. I'll even put like a little path here so you can move along. Oh wow, a door. And it says you can't really see it. Hole in this wall because you know it's not the same pub. You're going up with some lanterns in. It's quite well lit now, I would say. Totem pole is looking good. I put some candles on the table, which you can do on trapdoors, obviously, if you do that. Oh no, they float. Oh, awesome. I forgot they float. But yeah, so this is the pub, the actual pub. And we'll quickly just do this area. So this area would be like, maybe you'd... we'll do dark oak floor, why not? Make it a bit darker. Usually, I'd make it go down by 1. It really doesn't need to do that. I just kind of like doing that. And we'll just make it the same. We don't even need to make it that big. We'll make it a bit longer than a square. Yeah, make it a rectangle. But yeah, like I say, you don't need to make it 1 down. I don't know. Every single time I do, I always either make it under the building or, like I say, 1 down. I don't know why. I don't think there's a single reason as to why. I don't think they would do that in real life, but I don't know. Maybe there's a lower roof or something. I don't know. But yeah, usually I can't lie. I would be lazy and I would just make the wall out of the same material as the floor and the ceiling in this room because I don't usually light it up, so you can't usually see that they're the same. Like I say, I'm usually quite lazy when it comes to this. I mean, when you're coming into the pub, you know, showing people around, they're not looking at the back area, are they? Maybe I should be putting a staff room in. That would be ideal for the workers, but hey ho, we're not doing that. Their staff room can be the wine cellar. So yeah, usually I just get some barrels. I'd also get spruce stairs and spruce planks because we can make our light up for now. I'll put like a torch in here, but yeah, you can make this cool barrel, a big barrel, if you just do, you know, like that, like leave a gap, put spruce around it, and then in the corners you put stairs, and then you put a barrel and a tripwire. It looks like a massive barrel, which I like, which looks quite cool, if I do say so myself. Yeah, so if you get some oak stairs and oak slabs, and you just do this sort of thing, so like upside down stairs, slabs, actually make it a bit longer, like that, and then like this, it kind of looks like you could put some like glass bottles or something, like a cellar, like the wine bottles are like lie on their side. Um, right now there is no wine for whatever reason. Some rich person's come in and they've drunk it all. But yeah, and then usually I would get the scaffolding, and this way I don't mind having the scaffolding next to each other because it's like storage in it, so it doesn't look. You see what I mean? I don't like how the legs look thicker because obviously it's the same. They're like side by side. Um, I don't know. I just don't like it. Maybe it's just me being weird. Probably it's just me being weird. And then I also kind of like just doing some like piles of kegs like this. Maybe we'll do one up stood up. There we go. And then any of them that have like the facing, you can just put this. But yeah, I guess our storage, there's not really much else to put in storage. And I'm gonna put a copper torch is darker than a normal torch. Not really, no. We'll put it there, and that'll be the light source for the room, like that. And then we'll get a door, like that. Has to be like this one, doesn't it? And yeah, that's the pub. That is the hole in this wall. Complete, I think. I don't think there's anything else. Let's have a. We'll go outside the front door and we'll pretend we're going to order from the bar, I suppose.
Hi guys, Editor Slime here. Just wanted to pop in and say thanks for watching this far. Hope you've been enjoying the video, and hope it's been helping. Right now, I'm literally just building the floor. It's just packed mud bricks, terracotta, and some stone buttons. It's quite simple, but that's the floor I use in my world. So I thought I'd include it. But yeah, I hope you guys are watching, enjoying the video so far. Thank you for watching. It means the world to me. Enjoy the rest of the video.
I don't often do that. I don't think I've ever actually done that. But yeah, I suppose sure. If you want to, of course you can. But yeah.
So here we go. Hole in this wall. Come in. We've got the nice totem pole, the paintings, totem pole. You know, I think it just looks really nice and cozy. Come to the bar. Hello, can I have whatever beer you'd like? Boom. Just go sit down. Yeah, I'm happy with this. So I hope you found this video helpful. I know it wasn't really a tutorial and more just this is my build process. This is kind of just how I would go about building something like this. It's not very long. I don't know how long this video is, but it doesn't take that long. Half an hour maybe. If I wasn't yapping the whole time. But yeah, that's how I would go about making something like that in my world. I was just comparing my world, this pub, to my other one, and I realised I have done something differently, which I'm not. I think this looks nice, this bar looks nice, but if you wanted to, what I did in my one is instead of having it, look at the chest, we'll do like this. I did this, so we had two brewing stands, and then above them I had the barrels like that. I don't know if I prefer it in this part. This part doesn't look. I think it looks better without it actually. But I just thought I would let you know because that is different here than it is in the bar in the real world. In fact, let's compare this bar to, well, this pub to the one I have in my world. So yeah, just remember this bar, this pub. It's quite long and skinny. Here we are in my world. So, like I say, it's not just a wall, but if you come up here, there's some planning for some builds, like houses I've got. I didn't show this in the tour, but this is actually where the owner of the pub lives, like above the. So obviously we've got the outside. This is part of the pub. Like I say, when I was originally building it, this was just an outline for a building, and I thought, okay, you know what? I'll put this outline of the building, I'll make it part of the pub. So then I realised that, obviously I've made it quite tall, I can make the pub owner, so the landlord, obviously, he's working in the pub, he has to go all the way up here, all the way around. But yeah, this is where he lives. Quite a small house, like with the bed on the first floor, little desk, and then upstairs is this tiny little kitchen. Um, but yeah, this is his house. Oh, not got much room, but he does own a very nice pub, so I'm sure he's quite happy. This is like a little market stall for like kegs of some stuff, run by the Blue shop. I've got two shops. We've got the Blue shop and the Red shop. But it's obviously run by the Blue shop. Literally just sat right outside the hole in the wall. Um, but yeah, so and this is like a little water fountain thing. You can put your pots and fill it up with. Um, I think I did steal this design from somewhere. If I can find where I stole it, I'll link it in the description. If not, thank you for whoever designed this, because this is not my original idea. I think I saw it on an Instagram post or something. Um, but yeah, that is that. We're coming here. This is the original pub. Like I say, we've got the little desk thing that I recreated. Also a lot of photos, like paintings. Same sort of design though. See, like I've done the wooden beams differently. They're a bit more spaced out. Um, just obviously different, just different roof design. I actually don't. If I would change it, but I think I like looking at the different ways of how my building has evolved. So I'm not going to change it. But I think if I was building it now, I would definitely put a smaller gap in between the two beams. But yeah, here's the original tone pole. It's more in a corner rather than the door. But yeah, and look at the pub. The bar is like you've got the barrels on the top of the things here. Also, I forgot to put in the new one, but the potions are the drinks in the shelves. It just kind of looks like they're on display. And obviously, I've put potions in the brewing stands. Um, Obviously, I know that's not how the taps work, but I don't know. I think it looks nicer with them in. Um, and yeah, the little storage thing down here, which doesn't really make any sense because this barrel was massive. It's a double version of the one I built in the other world. There's no way it's getting upstairs. So yeah, but yeah, this is a different bar. This is a different bar, whichever one you prefer, of course. Um, Obviously, it depends on the different shapes of the bar and different size. But yeah, so obviously, and then you come outside. Like literally, this is the only part of the building up to here, which is poking outside, and then all of this is underground. Um, so it's not very big because it was too small to be a house. Hence why upstairs is tiny. Um, but yeah, that is the video. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped. I know it wasn't a tutorial, and more of just watch me build this. But I hope that you can follow along and build it similar or exactly or however you want. I hope it helps you build your own pub. Thanks for watching, guys.